Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Johnny signing in again from Johannesburg, South Africa. I want to tell you about the power of LifeWays X39. It reactivates your own stem cells in your body, and you get up to 4,000 new genes in your body, which fights any disease and issues in your body. So it's a non-invasive patch. It looks like this, and you stick it on parts of your body. And when it's a part of your body, it reactivates your copper peptide in your brain, which reactivates your stem cells in your body. So it's not like big pharma's here. Stem cell injection that costs you over 25,000 US dollars, and you can only get it in certain countries, and your body can reject it. There's only a 50% uh, working rate of the injection. This medical patch, my own point of view, this activates your own stem cells in your body and creates new genes. I put out a testimonial every week of an issue or a disease of what people are struggling with out there in the world. We hold over 200 worldwide patent rights on this medical patch. Remember, it's my point of view, my own point of view. And you can only get it from one of the brand partners at LifeWays. We sell directly to the people that need it. We don't market it in big business where everybody has to put a markup up, and then it'll be out of the reach of the people that really need it. So that's what we do. So today I want to welcome you to the LifeWay family. And remember, it's the only technology of its kind in the world today. So my testimonial of the week would be right up here, week number, and then in red you'll get the testimonial of the week. Your first video will give you testimonials from people that are on this medical patch and what it's done for them and how it's helped them. And then the video thereafter would be a full presentation of how to wear this product and what you can get out of it, the benefits you can get out of it, and all that type of thing. And then on the last video, you'll find my contact details. So if you have a disease that you would like to see testimonials on that specific disease, or like high blood pressure or sugar diabetes, I will send you testimonials from all over the world with people that are on the medical, my own point of view, the patch, and then you can see for yourself what it's done for those people. So on the last video, you'll find QR codes from YouTube, from Rumble, and from BitChute. That is the long videos that will tell you all about it, and you can see the testimonials and how the presentation of how this works. And then if you're one of the people that struggle with data and that, you can follow me on LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and X, and you'll find a QR code of my WhatsApp channel. And next to that, there's a QR code taking you direct to my email address. And on the other side of the page, you'll find Telegram. So if you want to use Telegram, you can scan that and go into my Telegram account. Guys, if you go into BitChute, we've got hundreds of followers, but no subscribers. Very few subscribers. Guys, please subscribe so that we can get to millions more people out there. My Rumble account, it's exactly the same. We got viewers, but no subscribers. Please subscribe there. Or on my YouTube channel. I got a few subscribers, but I had hundreds more, thousands more. YouTube took it down and I lost all those subscribers. So please subscribe there again, and there's there you can drop me a cup of coffee or something to help me keep all this work up on all those channels. And please follow me on the smaller channels such as Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, TikTok, and X. Follow me there, and so we can get to millions of more people that need this miracle patch. Oops, my own point of view. This patch, you just stick it on a part of your body. It's a non-invasive patch, so nothing's going into your bloodstream. So if you're on tablets, you can still wear this. This is just activating your body to work, not in your bloodstreams and going in all over like big pharma's Smarties, and they give you a tablet for this and a tablet is something else in your body. So this is a non-invasive patch. So guys, thank you for being here, and you'll see me again next week for the next one, and we'll take it from there. Remember, the testimonial of the week is up, yeah? It's in red, and the week number. So thank you for being here, and hope to see you on the last page, and we'll take it from there. Thank you, and enjoy the week and enjoy the weekend. See you next week.
Hi everyone, my name is David Gray and I'm from Durban, South Africa. 4 months ago, my wife introduced me to a product called X39. She shared what benefits other people have experienced with this product. And to tell you the truth, it all seemed a bit too good to be true for me. So I was skeptical and I went and did some of my own research. They claimed that this patch reflects your own body's light and energy back onto your skin. And in doing so, it reactivates your own body's stem cells. There's no drugs or chemicals or needles entering your body in this process. I then did some research on stem cells, and I was amazed at what your own stem cells can do in your own body once they've been reactivated. I came across published scientific studies and patents backing up these claims made by the scientist and inventor of the X39. I then decided to give it a go because I had a pain from my left hip down to my knee, and it got so bad in the evenings that I used to wake up between 2 and 3 in the morning. I had to take pain pills to get back to sleep again. And I reckoned if it could help me with that, then surely it must work. Well, within 48 hours of using the patch, I felt the brain fog lift from me, and I had mental clarity again. I suffered from anxiety and stress, which resulted in always having a stiff neck and shoulders. This also disappeared within 48 hours and has not returned. I used to carry a little pill with me called Ativan, and I used that in very stressful situations, mostly when I had to fly. You put it under your tongue and it relaxes you. Well, I'm happy to say that I have not used that again in 4 months. After 3 weeks, the bald spot in the back of my head started growing closed, and my skin felt much softer and tighter. The wrinkles under my eyes seemed to get finer, and the scar on my forehead always felt dead and hard. It has also got soft now, and the feeling in the skin has returned around the scar. Here are the pictures showing the progress of my hair and skin. I just want to share this with you quickly. As you can see, the picture on the left is day 1 when I started using the X39. The picture in the middle is after 3 weeks, having my first haircut after using the patch. And the picture on the right is after 7 weeks. Quite a huge improvement. If you look down on the left, the wrinkles under my eyes, day 1 on top, and then the 3-month progress, bottom left. The scar on my forehead is shown on the right, day 1 on top, and after 3 months at the bottom, it seems to be getting lighter. All right, you just stop this quickly. After 5 weeks, the pain in my leg disappeared, and I'm happy to say that I've not needed to take another pain pill since. The quality of my sleep has also improved tremendously, and I have a lot more energy and vitality during the day. I used to struggle to get going the next morning after walking 18 holes of golf the previous day. I don't experience that anymore, and I get out of bed quite easily. My sinuses have also improved, and I don't need to take the sinus meds that often anymore. My eyesight is also improving, and I hardly use my reading glasses anymore. I had to read the fine print of something I bought at the hardware store the other day. And I couldn't find my glasses, and I realized I hadn't used them in a good couple of months. And guys, most of us in our 50s start losing the performance in the bedroom. Well, I can tell you, I'm back to where I was in my 40s. Overall, I feel fantastic and positive about life again. So if you're keen to give this product a go and see what it can do for your own stem cells, please get back to the person who sent you this video, and they will guide you on how to order the X39. I do recommend you use it for at least 3 months to enjoy the full benefit of your own stem cell activation. For me personally, I will keep using it as long as I can, as it's making me younger every day. Take care, and thank you for taking the time to listen to me.
Just to say again, I'm Dr. Ali Grimston. I'm a GP and functional medicine doctor in the UK, as you can tell from my accent. And I came across this technology that I'm going to share with you today in February 2023, when a very good friend of mine suggested I take a look. Just as you're taking a look today. So we're asking you, have you been patched yet? We are using this small band-aid type thing that you can see on this lady's skin. And what this does is it magically elevates a peptide called GHKCU, copper peptide, and that in turn activates stem cells. And that in turn helps us to regenerate our organs and our tissues. And we're going to find out a little bit today about how that happens and what the effects of that might be. So LifeWave is a company that's been going for over 20 years. And this X39 patch that we're focusing on today is a stem cell reactivation technology in a patch. The company's been established since 2004, and it's open in over 75 countries, 87 at the last count. And the X39 patch, which launched in 2019, has really enabled the company to grow. David Schmidt is the CEO and inventor of X39. He has a big heart, and he started looking at age reversing and energy. He started working on energy in 2003, 2004, working with the Navy SEALs. and went on to specialize in age reversal with the stem cell research in 2008. And that's what makes this so exciting. Many of you will have heard of peptide therapy. Many of you will have heard of stem cell therapy. This is that combined. We have over 200 patents now, which enable this product and this technology to be unparalleled with no competition. And some of the things that we do is we are elevating copper peptide, and any effects of elevating copper peptide, including activation of stem cells and improving energy and elevating antioxidants, is patented. So why do we want to activate stem cells with X39? Well, the fewer stem cells you have, the faster you age and the slower you heal. And by the time we're 60, we've got 90% fewer numbers of stem cells that are active than when we were a teenager. And that again is many times less than when we are first born. And even in the uterus, the number of stem cells is reducing all the time. And as you get older, you will have noticed that if you cut yourself, it takes longer for your cut to heal. You will have noticed that your skin is less supported as you get older. You bruise easily. And in fact, these same changes are going on inside the body as outside the body. So how does X39 work? Well, it's a proprietary form of phototherapy, which means light therapy. And it involves patented nanocrystal technology. Nobody can copy this, it reflects our own infrared light to activate the stem cells. How do we wear X39? Well, these two sites are the ones that we used in studies, because studies have to have consistency in order to be taken seriously. If you've got them, if you've got 100 people in there, putting them in different places, you can't compare one with another. So you have to have consistency. We often use acupressure points. These are 2 acupressure points, but you can put them anywhere. So you wear your patch for 12 hours, you take it off for 12 hours so that you can recover and rejuvenate and refresh. This enables you to be more responsive to the next patch. And you can wear patches day and night, different patches. You then throw the patch away, or many of us use them again as a second patch with a new one, or use them on our animals. All of my 5 dogs have bandanas, and I stick the patches to the inside of their bandanas, so they're getting the benefits of that extra time. You put a new patch on and repeat. You can wear more than one at a time and drink plenty of water. Hydration is really crucial. Some of the long-term results that we see include that 4,000 genes begin to reset within the first few days. Within 6 weeks, the brain becomes more balanced, and within 3 months, your collagen is increased. We even see reversal of heart age now that we can measure cardiovascular age with modern technology. It really is age reversing. Some of the benefits that we see include increased strength. We notice that we can lift weights better. We are in a better position to keep going. We get better mental clarity, reduced brain fog. We get reduced inflammation and joint discomfort, increased stamina and energy and vitality, restored musculoskeletal conditions and improved sleep and improved skin appearance. So we want to aim to achieve optimal health, and we are well on the way to that, a state of complete physical, mental, and social well-being. So X39 works wherever your body needs it most. We recommend using it for at least 90 days, but ideally for 90 days plus an additional month for every decade of life. So if you're 60 years old, we would recommend you use it for 9 months before giving up on it. This is because some of the changes that are happening, you can guarantee that there are improvements happening in your body, but some may be invisible. And we will see optimal results at that 9-month point if you are 60. And that doesn't mean those improvements stop then. I have carried on seeing new things changing after a year, after 12, after 14 months, after 18 months. And everyone's body is unique, so your results may not be the same as somebody else's. Here we have some images from a study, a case series of looking at people over a period of time, over 6 weeks of using X39. And you can see in the first picture on the left, there's a lot of red and orange in this picture. That represents inflammation. In this case, it's a brain scan, so this is inflammation in the brain. And you can see that there's inflammation in the brain, and they also measured brain coherence, which is the way the brain waves are working in sync. And there was a lack of brain coherence at the beginning. After 3 weeks on the X39 patch of daily use, we already see a reduction in inflammation in the brain scan, and we see an improvement in brain coherence. By the time we reach session 3, after 6 weeks of X39, there's a complete turnaround of inflammation in the brain and better brain coherence. And when she came in, her brain was hyperactive. But over that 6 weeks, her brain calmed down dramatically. And at the second week, she was already calm. So it's really interesting to see these objective measures of what's happening. Here we can see inflammation reduction in the heart. And here you can see visually why it's important to not just say, well, I'm going to try the X39 for a month, because a month just isn't enough. Okay, so some people see a huge improvement within a month or a week or a day or even an hour. But in other people, it's delayed. And here you can see, although there's a reduction in inflammation, it's not really that significant after 2 months. But after 5 months, there's a huge change in the amount of red and orange and yellow in that scan. Here we can see somebody with reduced inflammation after just 30 minutes of X39. On the left, you can see a man's back. You can see there's a lot of inflammation represented by the red and the browny orange here in the upper back and in the lower back. But after 30 minutes of X39, you can see there's much less of those darker colors, red and orange. And this lady was just carrying X39 for 30 minutes. And you can see the reduction in inflammation in the joints at the base of the thumb before and after that. You may be thinking, well, perhaps it's just a placebo effect. And placebo is very powerful. Those of us who are in the healing arts know that. But here we can see that animals, horses, dogs are influenced by, see a healing result from patches as well. In this case, this is after 4 months of the Eon patch, which reduces inflammation. And you can see how much less inflammation there is in the shoulder joint before and after. And I'd like to just play you a quick video of a little dachshund who had paralyzed back legs. So you can see that the legs are paralyzed. Dachshunds are bred to have very long backs, which puts them at risk of slip discs and other back issues. And this is just 4 days of X39. Believe it or not, Dachshund, the same dog, unbelievable. And we see results like this in humans and animals alike. And once you've seen results like this, once you've got some feedback from a couple of people, you just don't feel that you want to stop sharing this. So here you can see some changes in the skin. And when you look at these changes in the skin, so Dr. Stacey on the left and a couple of other women, don't just think in terms of vanity, although those of us over 40 do recognize that once we reach 40 and start seeing those wrinkles, we start thinking, oh, these things are changing. I don't think I like that. But I want you also to think in terms of, if this is happening on the outside, the same thing is happening on the inside, not in terms of wrinkles, but in terms of reversing aging. And so where we see such huge changes in the skin and the wrinkles around the mouth and the eyes and the neck and the top of the chest, the décolletage, that area, which is so sun exposed in us women. The same thing is happening in the liver, in the cardiovascular system, in your pancreas, in your arteries, in your nerves, all over the body, your hormone systems. And we really see this time and again. These pictures represent some other examples of improvement that we've seen. So you can see here improvement in vitiligo in the top left and the top middle. These two gentlemen have vitiligo, which is an autoimmune condition where you get depigmentation of the skin. Of course, it doesn't show up so much in people with paler skin color, but the effect in these people is huge. And you can see how depressed particularly this gentleman is when he's affected by it. And he's seen such an improvement after just 3 months of X39. In this case, it was a year of X39. This lady has Bell's palsy, which is another autoimmune condition. We consider it to be. It may be viral. We don't really know what the cause is. But the reason she is wearing the patch over her eye is because the cornea is damaged in Bell's palsy, because you've got these left side of the face is paralyzed. She can't lift the left side of her mouth, and she can't close her left eye, which means you can't keep lubricating the cornea. You can't blink when there's dust coming into your eye, and it's very damaging to your vision. She had been stuck like that for 18 months before she came across X39, and after 3 months of X39, you can see just how little paralysis is left. Here we can see psoriasis, another autoimmune condition characterized by thickened plaques in the skin. And here you can see an example of wound healing with improvements in just 12 days that are unexpected. Here you can see on the left venous stasis. You can see the blood is pooling in the veins, and after just 5 days of X39, what an improvement in that discoloration. And on the top on the right, you can see examples of live blood analysis. This is microscopy of live blood taken directly from the patient and then looked at under the microscope. It's not recognized as a modality in mainstream medicine, but we can deduce a lot from it. And here you can see on the left, these red blood cells are stacking up. These are what are called rouleaux. And this is caused by viscosity in the serum. So the fluid the red blood cells are trying to float in is too viscous for them to float freely. And that's a measure of inflammation. This means that there are inflammatory proteins present in the blood and causing this viscosity. After just 10 minutes of X39, another blood sample was taken, and you can see how freely those red blood cells are now circulating. That is crazy. I was just blown away by this. And another example of something that as a GP or any sort of mainstream doctor would recognize, as we see more and more elderly patients, having swollen ankles is extremely common. And here we see after 3 weeks of X39, this lady can actually see her ankles again. This is unheard of, believe me. We really struggle with this as a symptom because although people used to just throw diuretics at these people, that just damages the kidneys and causes diabetes and causes gout. It's just not a good idea. And to have something that's non-pharmaceutical to do this, to have this same effect, is incredible. Here you can see some examples of wound healing over time. And here you can see some examples of reversal of hair loss, which again was shocked me. I was just blown away. Many ways in which this technology can help you. This is at info.com, so I'd like you to explore this later. Do take a note of it. You can take a screenshot if you like, so that you can look at it. This is a fantastic website because it enables you to delve into this topic as superficially or as deeply as you want. So everybody's got a different personality. They've got fewer or more questions. On this site, you can see interviews with doctors. You can see interviews with the creator, David Schmidt. You can see testimonials, patents and studies, all sorts of things. And on the top right, you can see the page of testimonials there. And each of those links leads to more videos. Now, X39 is our foundation patch. It's the most important patch. It's the one that actually activates stem cells, which is this huge way forward for us. Here are some of the other support patches that we see. We recommend the Eon as the first patch to use if you're able to get 2 sleeves of patches. But X49 is fantastic. It cleared my brain fog that I was getting from working with computers all day. It improves muscle mass, bone density, and heart health. And what it does with computers and EMFs, if you're concerned about the impact of technology on our cells, which you should be, it aligns our copper ions within our body in conjunction with X49 and X39 together. And that enables our body to be like a Faraday cage. Those of you might remember that from physics years ago. And that actually stops the EMFs from entering the body, which is great because our body's reaction to these electromagnetic fields is to treat it like a virus. Ice Wave is a paired patch. They're using 2 at a time with that. And it's used for pain reduction, ache relief, no side effects. We have people coming off strong painkillers using this and X39 together. Glutathione is an immune booster. Now, It's this strong antioxidant, really powerful liver support. Those of us who are medical know how mind-blowing it is to have something that increases glutathione levels by 300%, because a supplement doesn't do that, and even IV glutathione only does that on a very temporary basis. Carnosine, which helps with brain function, memory and focus, and also lengthens telomeres, which means it's truly anti-aging. We know that the telomeres, which are the caps on the ends of the chromosomes, are a marker of aging. Eon, which reduces stress and inflammation, sometimes referred to as the happy patch. And if you want any more information about any of these, speak to the person who invited you to today's talk. Silent Night regulates sleep. It increases natural melatonin, so you're not introducing melatonin outside the body. It improves the quality of your sleep and the quantity of your sleep. And in one study of insomniacs, there was a 66% increase in the duration of their sleep, which is incredible. Energy Enhancer is another of the two where you're using two patches at once, Ice Wave and Energy Enhancer. And the person who invited you here can explain to you how to use those. Each sleeve contains 30 patches, so for most of them it's a month's use. The Energy Enhancer and Ice Wave, that's 15 days, probably because you're not going to need to use them every day. And with glutathione and carnosine, often we say you can alternate with these, therefore these will give you 2 months worth of usage. SP6 Complete helps with weight, appetite and hormones, and the Aloe Vida helps with skin, reduces wrinkles and builds collagen. There's also one called the AccuLife, which is like Ice Wave, but for horses it has a stronger adhesive.
Great to all my followers out there. Guys, please go through this page, YouTube, subscribe to it so we can get deeper into the network and help thousands more people out there that need this miracle patch. Oh, sorry, that's my point of view. And share that with your family member, friends and loved ones that are having issues in their life at this stage. Rumble, please subscribe, and you can buy me a cup of coffee there, on YouTube as well, or on BitChute. We've got hundreds of viewers there, but very few subscribers. Guys, please subscribe. Remember, your subscribers get us deeper into the network, and we can get to millions more or billions more people out there that would make very good use of this technology. If you haven't got data, you can catch me on LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and X. Further up, you can scan a QR code for WhatsApp. If you've got an issue or disease, high blood pressure, diabetes, prostate problems, prostate cancer, anything like that, drop me a message and I'll send you testimonials from all over the world with people that are on this patch and what it's done for them. So, and please follow me on those channels. And then next to my WhatsApp QR code, you'll find a QR code taking you direct to my email address. On the other side of the page, you'll find another QR code for Telegram. If you want to use Telegram, hit me up on there, send me the message or what you would like to see, or to send people, if you've got family members, friends and loved ones or something and you want to send it to them, knock me up there and we'll take it from there. Guys, we are 20-year-old pioneers in life technology. It's a 20-year-old, actually it's a 21-year-old company this year. We, in this lifetime, life technology, please hit me up and I'll hook you up with this life-changing product. It's a age reversal, so you'll get mega benefits out of this. As you can see, my hair, 67, I was grey all over, like my beard is still grey, it's getting there, and my hair's gone black, gone back to my younger days. So I'm getting younger. It's your carnosine goes up by 300% in your body. Your own carnosine, nothing that you have to take big pharma's Smarties for. It's your own. This thing activates your own collagen to go up. So you become like when you were a small child. You get your millions of stem cells back and working as strong as ever. So if you've got heart problems, it makes your heart up to 8 years younger than what you are. The muscles, the heart muscles, and the arteries. So guys, it's a no-brainer. Hit me up on one of these, comment me on the videos I put up. Remember, I put up the video every week. So thank you for being here, and hope you have a fantastic week and weekend, and live a happier, younger, healthier and pain-free life with us at Lifewise. Come and join us, or just look me up if you need the product to try it out, or if you need more information on the product. And if you would like testimonials to send to somebody with a disease they are having issues with, hook me up and I'll get back to you. Thank you, and Johnny signing off from Johannesburg, South Africa, and I'll see you next week. Enjoy the week.